Replacement veneers. So we probably place thousands of restorations, or thousands of veneers a year, and I would say that around 30% of those are replacement veneers. So someone already has veneers and we're changing them to either be better for various reasons, so it could be aesthetic, it could be functional, or maybe it's aged and they're at a time of replacement. But I've got an example I want to go through, which is a case of replacement veneers for aesthetic issues. So this patient had some veneers placed on her front 8 teeth, and these were the third set she had done in around about 3-year period, really just trying to achieve the goals that she had in her mind. And this case really is interesting to look at because the issues are obvious. Her front 2 teeth are far forward. We have this angle where they're protruding. We have really wide shapes on these front teeth, and they're just really big for her mouth. And what that is doing is it's riding her lip up and causing her to show more of the teeth, actually making the problem worse. Now, why did she have 3 attempts at trying to make this right? It really comes down to the process of how veneers are done. Veneers are not done the same way with every dentist, and then they're not done the same way with every ceramist, and it's important that patients know that. When you have a veneer, there are 2 ways of doing things. We can either do the preparation, take the impressions, take the mold, scan, whatever it is, send it to the laboratory and get the final result made. Or we can involve the laboratory at the final stage once we have a blueprint and a design for the laboratory to work with. That is what I call a handmade trial smile. So how are we going to address the issues for someone who has had problems 3 times over 3 years trying to get the result right? We can't just promise that we'll just do them again and it will be better. And I need the confidence that we're going to be able to create the results. So the first step is producing a handmade trial, taking off the old dentistry and trying to create some temporaries that look more like what we want to achieve. And that's what I've managed to do by thinning out the veneer and understanding the limits of the material. We've managed to bring these teeth in for more of an equal profile, a 90-degree-ish profile. We're able to soften the shapes and the edges, and we're able to bring that lip down based upon the volume that we've reduced and the proclination of the teeth that we've reduced. So we tested this out, and now the challenge is to try and copy this in the final porcelain. But that comes down to experience, it comes down to time, it comes down to working with a ceramist for a long time. And what we can see is the result of replacement veneers looks like she's not had any dentistry done at all. That's the goal. We've created contours on the teeth to hide the size, and the colour and the material choice blends perfectly with the upper and lower. And the other thing is that her lip now doesn't need to sit so high because she's got the correct volume behind them. So this is a perfect example of how using the trial smile technique actually can help to deliver a result to replace existing veneers in a much better way and a much more natural way. Just because you've had veneers a number of times doesn't mean there's not the opportunity to still improve them.